Hi everyone, my name is Mel from Reset Collective. Welcome to today's Express Vinyasa Flow. To get started today, we will be in something called a banana shape. If you've never been in that shape before, just take a couple of seconds to watch me get into it, and then you can allow yourself to get into it as well. So we're going to start laying flat on our backs, extending your legs out long, extending your arms up above your head. You're going to start by taking the left heel to the left-hand corner of the mat, the right heel to stack on top of the left. Take the left wrist to the left-hand side of your mat, and then thread the right arm under the left arm, whether it is along the forearm, the wrist. Some people may even be able to thread it under the opposite palm. You're going to see if you can do your best here to open up and expand through the right intercostals. Really doing your best to mimic or take on this banana-like shape. So ensure that the right shoulder is pinned to the mat, and ensure you are doing your very best here to soften into facial features, soften into the shoulders, the hips, knees, and ankles. So we're going to begin with this big, beautiful breath in through the nose. Part the lips, exhale to empty out through the mouth. Once more, big, beautiful breath in through the nose. Part the lips, exhale, empty out through the mouth. Inhale, we come to bring the lips to seal. So you just find this effortless breath moving in through the nose, out through the nose. Feeling the intercostals expand and contract. Let's stay here on this side. One more big breath in. One more beautiful breath out. And then whenever you are ready, gentle release of the right leg back down toward the mat. Slowly unthread the hands. Take a big, beautiful stretch through center. And then as you exhale, take the right heel to the right-hand corner of your mat. Stack the left ankle on top of the right. Take the right wrist to the right-hand corner of your mat, and then thread the left arm under the right arm. Once again, only just sliding that palm under to a point of comfortability. And then seeing if you can roll the left shoulder back down toward the mat, softening into the facial features here. So there's this beautiful sense of opening into left side body, left intercostals. Really doing your best to breathe into the space here on your mat. Taking your time to soften and ease into the body. So today we cling to joy. Joy is a radical form of self-love. And when we allow ourselves to cling to joy, even in and amongst challenging times, we are saying to the world that I will define what happens around me instead of letting the world define me. So see if for today in practice, also the rest of the day that may lay ahead, you can choose to cling to joy no matter what may be happening within and around you. As you are here, big beautiful breath in through the nose. Part the lips, full exhale to empty out through the mouth. On your next inhale, slowly uncross the left ankle. Big beautiful stretch along the side bodies as if you were waking up first thing in the morning. And then whenever you are ready, coming to hug the right knee in towards your chest. There's this full flex into the right foot. Spinal column is nice and long. Left foot is active, left quad is active. We take a moment here, big beautiful breath in. And then as you exhale, you're gonna hug right knee toward right armpit, so taking the knee out toward the right hand side ever so slightly. You're going to see if you can take the left hand to rest upon the left hip flexor, and then see if you can take the right hand to the inside of the right foot, edging the right heel up toward the sky, driving the right knee down toward your mat. Doing your best to flatten through the lower back. We meet in this half happy baby shape. Really doing your best to soften into pelvic floor, continuing to find that natural, that steady rhythm of breath. Let's stay here for one more breath in, for one more breath out. On your next inhale, there's a gentle release of the right foot as right knee moves back in through center. As you exhale, we meet in a supine twist. Using your left hand, guide the right knee across to the opposite side of the mat. Send the thoracic cage and the gaze over to the right hand side of your mat, whilst the lower back and the right leg edges across to the left. Feel the breath in the belly. Take your time. Stay for one more inhale. For one more exhale. On your next inhale, slowly see if you can draw the right knee back in through center, and then we're going to come to extend the right leg nice and long. So feeling a full hamstring extension into the right leg. There's a complete flex into the right foot, and the fingers interlace along the back of the right hamstring. Advanced option, you can go ahead and wrap peace fingers around the big toe if you wish, if it's in your reach. And then again, keep flexing through the left foot, keep breathing into the backs of both hamstrings. We see if we can stay here for one more full breath in, for one more full exhale to empty out. On our next inhale, soft release of the right leg edges to the bottom of the mat, reach the arms up above your head, full stretch into side bodies. And then exhale, come to hug the left knee in towards your chest. So once again, we take a moment to breathe in, flex into both feet. Exhale to hug left knee toward left elbow or left armpit. You're going to take the right hand to rest upon the right hip flexor. And your left hand is going to grab a hold of the inside of the left foot. See if you can meet in half happy baby on the left hand side. Doing your best to breathe into the pelvic floor. Softening into both hips. Taking some time here. One more breath in. One more breath out. On your next inhale, gentle release as that left knee moves back in through center. And then exhale, supine twist, taking left knee across the body, using the right hand. As you see if you can move your thoracic cage and your gaze across to the left hand side of your mat, meeting in this supine twist. We allow ourselves to stay here for one more full breath in. One more gentle breath to empty out. On your next inhale, left knee travels back in through center. And then exhale, see if you can extend through the left hamstring, full flex into the left foot. Breathing into the back of the left hamstring. Take some time here as you are. You have 2 full breaths. One more full breath. And then whenever you are ready, soft release of the left leg to the bottom of the mat. Reach the arms up above your head. Big, beautiful stretch into side bodies. Whenever you are ready, come to hug one knee at a time in towards your chest. And then you're slowly going to start to get a small rock up and down your mat. So nothing too major. Start to find a bit of movement, a bit of mobility in the spinal column. And then whenever you are ready, seated all the way up onto your sitting bones, you're going to meet yourself in a downward facing dog whenever you are ready, however you wish to get there. So there's no right or wrong way to do this. Taking some time here to see if you can pedal through the heels, bending one leg, straightening up through the other, perhaps shifting in the hips from side to side. So just listening to the body here, doing whatever you can. And then whenever you are ready, start to find a bit of stillness on your mat. So there's a micro bend into the knees as we gaze toward our kneecaps. We ground through the palms, really pressing each and every fingertip down into the mat. And then slowly we start to find a place of stillness. We take a big, beautiful breath in through the nose. Part the lips, exhale to empty out through the mouth. Once again, big, beautiful breath in through the nose. Part the lips, exhale to empty out through the mouth. Inhale, rise onto the tops of your toes. We take this beautiful slow walk to the very top of our mat. Slight bend into the knees in order to get there. Halfway lift, we breathe in, hands to shins if you wish. Exhale, we breathe out, micro bend into the knees. Big bend into the knees, root to rise, extended mountain, lift fingertips up to top of space. Exhale, bring hands to heart space, send the gaze toward the thumbs, perhaps eyes even come to close, Samastiti. We take a moment as we rest here, remembering our intention, remembering to cling to joy. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up into the air, let the gaze follow. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold, take fingertips to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We step back, high plank, strong in our core. As we exhale, very first chaturanga of the practice, you can ground the knees to the mat, wrap the elbows inward, move the body forward. Inhale, you're going to pull through cobra pose, slight lift in the chest. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog whenever you are ready. Meeting back in that downward facing dog, we take a big, beautiful breath in through the nose. Part the lips, full exhale out through the mouth. Inhale, tops of your toes, take a beautiful walk to the top of your mat. Take your time here as you do this. Inhale, come up through a halfway lift. Exhale, soften through a forward fold. Big bend into the knees. Inhale, root to rise, extended mountain, lift, lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart space, Samastiti, we realign. Inhale, sweep the arms up, let your gaze follow. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold, take fingertips down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step back, high plank, strong in your core. Second chaturanga, on or off your knees, the choice is yours. Inhale, pull through cobra or up dog. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Meeting back in your down dog here, gazing toward the kneecaps, we take this big, beautiful breath in through the nose. Part the lips, full exhale, empty out through the mouth. Inhale, tops of your toes, bend into your knees, step or jump to the top of your mat. This time the choice is yours. Halfway lift, let's breathe in. Forward fold, we breathe out. Big bend into the knees, root to rise, extended mountain, lift, lengthen. And then exhale, bring hands to heart space, Samastiti, we realign. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold, take fingertips to the mat. Inhale, we halfway lift. Exhale, soften through a forward fold. Step or jump back, high plank, chaturanga on or off your knees. Inhale, cobra or up dog. These are all invitations, the choice is yours. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. In your down dog, big beautiful breath in through the nose. Part the lips, full exhale to empty out through your mouth. On your next inhale, right leg rises, three-legged down dog. There's a demi point into the right foot. You keep your hips as square as possible. Take a big beautiful breath in. And then exhale, roll forward, knee to nose, stack shoulders over wrists. Can you step the right foot in between the hands? And then you're gonna come up onto spider fingertips on that right leg. So do your best here to see if you can puff the heart forward, ensuring that the back leg is nice and stable. So the back quad is active. And then you wanna see if you can round in the shoulder blades like a cat. So ensuring that the weight is no longer in the fingertips, but more so through the bottoms of both feet. Now from here, on your next inhale, you're gonna send your fingertips to the corner of your space. I want you to stay nice and low, gazing down toward that bottom foot. Stay here for one more full breath in, one more full breath out. As you inhale, high lunge, come to rise, lift, lengthen. Spinal column nice and long, breathing in. Breathing out. One more inhale. As you exhale, can you slowly start to bend both knees? Can you very gently get the bottom knee to rest down upon the mat? Beautiful work, low lunge. We breathe in, we breathe out. One more breath in all together, fix your gaze. And then as you exhale, take the left palm to the mat, take the right hand to the right knee. Exhale, meeting in an external rotation, runner's lunge. Press the right knee away from the body. Beginner option, you're going to rest here. Take your time as you breathe. Intermediate option, you can swivel your right fingertips to the back of your space, opening up into heart space. Advanced option, you can go ahead and bend the back leg, grab a hold of the back foot if it's in your practice. Maybe you want to relax the left ear down to the left shoulder. Make sure there is no tension in the neck or the head. And let's see if we can stay here for one more full breath in. One more gentle breath out. Without slingshotting, soft release. Send fingertips up toward the sky. Tuck the back toes under. Lift the back knee up off of the mat. I'm going to give you 3 options here. Beginner option, you're going to stay exactly as you are in a twisted lunge. Intermediate option, you're going to heel toe your foot to midway of mat. Pivot onto the outer blade of the left foot, supported side plank. Advanced option, full side plank, feet either stacked or staggered. Core nice and tight. See if you can do your best to find your balance. We stay here for one more full breath in. One more full breath out. Whenever you are ready, we're now going to see if we can step that right leg back to the top of our mats. However you need to do that. Take the fingertips back up to the top of your space, no rush at all. Take a moment to inhale. Take a moment to exhale. Beautiful work from here. Right fingertips, top of your mat. Lunge into the right leg, meet in a half moon. Okay, so remember, in and amongst challenging times, can you still cling to joy? Can you perhaps put a little bit of a smile on your face? If you fall out of it, get back into it. Keep flexing into the left foot. Hips are nice and square. One more full breath in. And then as you exhale, bend into your right leg. We're going to meet Skandasana back of our mat. So can we lunge into the left leg? Can we flex and straighten through the right foot? Hands either rest upon the mat for support, or they can come to heart space if you have the balance. So wherever you are, I encourage you to fix your gaze. Let your body know that it is safe to rest here, to be and breathe here. Let's take one more full breath in. Let's take one more gentle breath out. Beautiful work. On your next inhale, right hand to the back of your mat. We meet back in that twisted lunge. This time, twisting into the left leg. Send the left fingertips up toward the sky. Beautiful work. Take a moment to inhale. And then as you exhale, take the left hand to the mat. But this time, we're actually going to come up onto spider fingertips. You're going to see if you can lunge into the left leg. Extend the left leg all the way up into the air. We meet in a standing splits. So now activating that left hamstring as you breathe into the left hamstring as much as you possibly can. Let's take one more breath in here. And then as we exhale, big beautiful bend into both knees. Taking the right knee to the left hand side of your mat. Can you take the right ball of the foot down toward the mat? We meet in something called a Shiva squat. So big beautiful bend, beginner option. The hands might rest upon the mat if you don't have the balance. If you have the balance, I encourage you to let the hands hover above the mat to keep finding that gaze point. Squeeze the knees together. One more full breath in. One more full exhale to empty out. Take the hands to the mat. Final asana on this side, pyramid pose. Step the back foot behind you at a 45-degree angle. Keep the hips as square as you possibly can. Take a big, beautiful breath in to lengthen up through the spinal column. And then if it feels comfortable to do so, slowly hinge at the hips. Relax as you breathe into the shoulders. Can we stay here? One more full breath in. One more gentle breath out. Ground through the palms. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Sweep the left leg up into the air. And then exhale, downward facing dog. You might need to readjust the distance and the spacing of the feet. Gazing toward the kneecaps. Big, beautiful breath in. Part the lips. Exhale to empty out. Inhale, tops of your toes. Bend into your knees. Step or jump, the choice is yours. Top of your mat. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, we forward fold. Big bend into your knees, root to eyes, extended mountain, sweep the arms up into the air. And then exhale, bring hands to heart space, Samasthiti, we realign. Inhale, sweep the arms up into the air. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold, take fingertips to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, we breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, we breathe out. Step or jump back, high plank, chaturanga of your choice. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Gazing toward your kneecaps. Try your very best here to keep coming back to your intention of clinging to joy. Try not to get focused by any external distractions. Big, beautiful breath in. Exhale to empty out. Inhale, lift your left leg, three-legged down dog, demi point into your left foot. Try your best to worry about reach instead of height. Take a big breath in. Exhale, knee to nose, roll forward, shoulders over the wrists. Can you step the left foot in between the hands? And then can you come up onto your fingertips? Doing your best to meet in a supported lunge. Make sure the back knee is pulled up and far away from the mat. Make sure you are activating that back quad. Doing your best to root through the left foot, and then can you round in the shoulder blades like a cat to take the pressure off of the fingertips. On your next inhale, can you reach the fingertips up to the corner of your space? Stay gazing down toward the bottom toes as you breathe here. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, root to rise, extended high lunge. Breathing into side bodies. Let's breathe in. Let's breathe out. One more breath in. As you exhale, can you slowly start to bend both knees? Can the back knee slowly ground down toward the mat? Take your time. Untuck your back toes. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. As you exhale, can you slowly see if you can bring the right hand to the mat? Left hand onto left knee. External rotation in your runner's lunge. So beginner option, don't be afraid to just rest here, to be here, breathe here. Intermediate option, we can slowly swivel our left fingertips to the back of our space. And then advanced, you can always go ahead and bend the back knee if you feel like it's in your practice. Wherever you are, we have 2 more full breaths here, taking your time. One more breath here. Gentle release without slingshotting. Let's meet in a twisted lunge. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee up off of the mat, send the gaze toward that top palm. We see if we can stay for 1 breath in, for 1 breath out. Beginner option, you have the choice to stay here. Intermediate option, you can heel toe the left foot through mid of your mat. And then advanced option, you know that you can pivot to that side plank. Nice and strong in the core as you rest here. We see if we can stay for 1 more breath in, for 1 more breath out. And then a challenge, can you lift the left leg? Can you step back to the top of your mat, however you can get there? Take the left fingertips to the top of your mat. Lunge into the left leg, and then open and meet in half moon. There's a full flex into the right foot. You are doing your best to keep your hips as square as possible, stacking the right arm over the left arm. Can we stay here? 1 more full breath in. 1 more breath out. Inhale, bend the left leg, and then meet in Skandasana, back of the mat. So lunge into your right leg, straighten up through the left leg. Recreating the shape now on the opposite side. So either fingertips ground down to the mat, hands move to heart space. We see if we can take one more full breath in, one more full breath out. On your next inhale, left hand to the back of your mat. Let's meet in that twisted lunge. Take the right fingertips up toward the sky. Breathe in. Stay as you are, breathe out. On your next inhale, right hand down to the mat, standing splits. Can you extend the left leg up into the air? Either point or flex, whatever feels best for you. I prefer to point in standing splits. Do your best to hinge at the hips. Send the crown of the head down toward the floor, gazing toward your right shin. Stay for one more inhale. As you exhale, bend into both knees. Take your left knee across to the right hand side of your mat. Take the ball of your left foot down toward the mat and then sink the hips back. Beginner option, you can rest your hands upon the mat if they reach. Else, advanced, you're gonna go ahead and hover the fingertips above the mat, spinal column nice and long. Let's see if we can stay here breathing in. See if we can stay here breathing out. Beautiful work, hands to the mat. Final asana on this side, pyramid pose. Can we step the left leg back behind us? Keep the hips nice and square, maybe up onto fingertips if you feel you need a little bit more space. And then really do your best to feel the stretch into the right hamstring as much as you possibly can. Let's stay here as we are for one more breath in, for one more breath out. On your next inhale, scoop the right leg up into the air, three-legged down dog. And then exhale, place the right foot down beside the left, downward facing dog. Gazing toward those kneecaps, big beautiful breath in. Part the lips, full exhale to empty out. Inhale, tops of your toes, bend into your knees for the last time, step or jump top of your space. Inhale, come up through a halfway lift. Exhale, soften through a forward fold. Once more, inhale, up through a halfway lift. And then as we exhale, we're gonna take a big bend into the knees, enough so to get the sitting bones resting upon the mat. However you wish to get there, we're then gonna see if we can bring the soles of the feet to touch. There is a diamond shape that is created in the legs now. Hands upon the shins as we breathe in to lift and lengthen. And then as we exhale, all you're gonna do is drape the body forward. You can round in the shoulder blades as you melt forward. There's a soft hang in the neck and the head. Relaxing into the side bodies, relaxing into the spinal column. So you have two more full breaths here. Take your time. One more full breath here as you are. Inhale, we come up through our halfway lift, slowly drag the fingertips back and up. Then hands toward the outer edges of the thighs. You're gonna come to bring the knees to close at the top. Hug the knees in toward the chest, and then you're gonna roll the spinal column down toward the mat. Come to give yourself a nice big hug, a nice big squeeze of the knees into the chest. And then whenever you are ready, let's meet in Shavasana, in relaxation pose. Coming to extend the legs nice and long upon the mat, and then seeing if you can allow those hands to rest down beside the body, perhaps rolling the shoulders up toward the ears and then rolling them back behind you, feeling the shoulder blades glide along the mat beneath you. We bring the sense of ease and softness into facial features, softness into the shoulders, the hips, the knees, and ankles. Take a big, beautiful breath in through the nose. We part the lips, exhale to empty out through the mouth. Once again, just like that, big, beautiful breath in through the nose. Part the lips, full exhale to empty out through the mouth. And then we bring the lips to seal. So we find this effortless breath flowing in through the nose, out through the nose. Each and every time the mind wanders, can you come back to the sensation of the body resting upon the mat, the breath resting within the belly. So when you find joy, keep letting it in again and again. Let it be the gift that keeps on giving. Treasure it, revel in it. It takes courage to do this. It takes an audacity to believe that through the wild of all that is missing, somehow you are still free to breathe through this. One moment of joy at a time, one moment of grief at a time. No matter where you are in your story, there is always room for it all. So as always, if you have the luxury of resting here for just a few more moments with your breath, with this intention, please feel free to do so. It is always such a great honor to flow and move with you here today. Cannot wait to see you again next time.